Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Rush 2 Extreme Racing USA. And here we are again in Alcatraz. I feel like we just opened a video doing Alcatraz just like 1 or 2 videos ago. I can't get away from this damn thing! So, we are exactly halfway through this whole thing, and with 146 points in first place, with a nice 7-point lead over Cecil. It's not as much as we had going into last episode, but yeah, we'll live, you know. We had a rough race in Hawaii. We blew it right at the frickin' end, and it ended up being bad. So we'll be all right though. We will find a way to come out on top because it's better than coming out on the bottom or on our back. Okay, here we go. Let's go. This is a tough one. I already told you that this is one if you ever wreck on this going into, you know, playing this in the later stages, you're pretty much not going to finish the race. I mean, it's not like you'll automatically get 8th place if you don't finish. I mean, just wherever you finish the race, or whatever place you're in at the current time, if time runs out, that's the place you automatically get. So, I mean, if you can still be, you know, leader of the pack going into that, then you're good. Have I not shown you guys this shortcut yet? I don't feel like I have for some reason. This is definitely the best one. It's weird because, oh no, oh god, come on. There you go. Alright, I mean, that wasn't really it wasn't a very, what's the word for it? Productive, I suppose. I mean, we're still in first, but we didn't really gain anything out of it. I mean, the guy's still really creeping up on my butthole here, and that's not what I was looking for. I mean, that shortcut, if executed properly, will give you a nice little boosty. Unfortunately, we totally blew it on that one. But it's weird because, like, that shortcut in both this version, this version and the original version on Nintendo 64, and oh, wait a minute, yeah, and wait a minute, this. I don't know what I'm thinking. Okay, yeah, this version and the one in the regular, God, what? I can't even say what I'm trying to think right now. This version here and the original Rush game for N64, God, that's what I was trying to say. That shortcut is extremely different than the one that you get in the arcade, and I'll try to explain it as we go through it. So when you go through it on the arcade, you go through it here, but when you go through this part of the room, you have to go through like a crazy corkscrew, and like, you have to nail it right on the money. You have to like drive up. It's not even a corkscrew. Like the entire wall turns into like a weird like full pipe. It's not even a half pipe. It's just a full. Like you can drive all the way up on the ceiling, and you have to, otherwise you'll totally blow up. And you have to nail it absolutely like right on the money, otherwise you won't make it, and you'll totally ruin it. So it's like it's almost not even worth going through unless you're really that good at it. Like if you've mastered that turn, you can get some seriously good times, but I've just never been able to do it. Oh, I was definitely thinking of I was thinking of Rush 2049. That was the other one I was thinking of. That track is totally there, and for some reason I couldn't think of it. At least I know it's in the arcade version. I for some reason can't picture it being on the one on Dreamcast or 64. I think it's like one that you have to unlock. And it's weird because the one in the arcade, you totally play it in the dark. Like, it's not light out like this. It's much harder. Like, it's rough, man. It is not one that you'd look forward to at any given time. That's one if it comes up and, you know, you're doing circuit mode and you end up getting to that one, you're like, oh, dude. So, yeah, treasure what you can get here because this is infinitely easier. Alright, we are gonna make it, man. As long as I don't do anything stupid here, knock on wood, but my desk is not made of wood, so I cannot knock on it, for that would be bad luck. Then we're gonna come out of this thing alive. And I'm assuming that's probably gonna be Chet You Betcha right there. Oh god, oh boy, that was almost bad. I'm sitting here the whole time like overthinking that turn, like don't you dare turn into it, you son of a biscuit-eating piece of shit. Don't do it. Don't do it. And we are the victor! We have made it! Our car is beaten to hell! And we did not receive a cash prize, so that's all coming out of pocket. All of it. Alright, 158 points. Yep, that was him. That's okay though. We're back up to 10, back up to double digits. That's always good news. Oh my god, I thought we were gonna get downtown. We still have not gotten New York downtown or Vegas yet. It's not in the cards. It's not in the cards. It's not gonna happen. It's just simply never gonna happen. Oh well, what do you do? Might as well get this out of the way so that the last chunk of this circuit can be nothing more than just simply Las Vegas and New York downtown. That's nice. Little horribly executed 360 move there. Xbox 360, 360 degrees and walk away, even though that doesn't even make any sense. Alright, here we go. So, I think... Oh boy. I had a really weird, mental revelation when I was driving home from work just a little bit ago. It was actually a really weird thing to think about. I'm sitting there in the car and I'm listening to some Porter Robinson, which, by the way, that is one of my favorite new artists to listen to when I'm playing video games, for a scrolling shooter or even a racing game. Sometimes if it's a game that doesn't have a soundtrack that I'm super into, like Gran Turismo, or even this game. Sometimes I'll even put on other music to listen to, and he has a song called Divinity, and it's super awesome. It's got really cool synth noises, and about halfway through the song when the bass part of it comes in and just the whole thing really kicks off, it's super cool. It's one where you get uber pumped and you get into the gamer zone essentially, and it's so sick. But I'm sitting there listening to that on the way home, and it was a totally unrelated thing, really. It has no correlation to the story, but I just thought I'd tell you that part of it. And I had to burp, and it was one of those burps where you can feel the gas bubble travel all the way from your stomach all the way up your esophagus and out. And then it made me think. I was like, out of all of the weird bodily functions that you have, which one would you rather see? Which one would you want to see under a microscope or an X-ray or whatever type of machinery they would use for it? What would you like to see happen in your body at any given time? And I think definitely without any type of doubt in my mind, I would love to see my brain, to see the types of electrical things that go on with it, and just all the mechanical processes that it goes through. If you could actually see anything physical manifest out of that, or you know what I mean, just see your brain while it's at work and see the activity graphed out or whatever. I think that would be pretty cool. Oh no, yep, that was a bad idea. That was a bad choice. I don't know why I thought that is such a hard shortcut to pull off. You have to nail the speed of that just right on the money. It was a bad choice in general. So yeah, I think it'd be cool to see my brain activity mapped out. That would be one that I would really be down with. Either that or watching a really up close view of your joints working, your knees or your elbows, or anything that works just on a joint. I think it'd be really cool to watch the ligaments and tendons and stuff. That's always been really interesting to me, to see just how those things bend so seamlessly, when you're not really even thinking about it, but watching the process of it, I think would be really cool. But I can definitely tell you one that I would not want to watch, but at the same time I kind of would be watching your body break down food in your gut, because you never really think about what when you're eating food, you never really think about what it looks like when it's going down your esophagus and into your stomach, where all the acid, all the gastric acid starts breaking it down, and that process to me, it seems like it would be so gross to look at, watching all the food decomposing. It'd be it kind of makes me cringe thinking about it, because it's so nasty, thinking about that on a base level. But at the same time, it's really intriguing to see your body's doing this without you telling it to do it. it just does it. Like, that's what it's programmed to do. And I think that'd be really intriguing to watch, but at the same time, I know that if I watched, if I watched it happen, like watched my body, you know, disintegrate food and like gather the nutrients out of it and like send all the waste down to my ass so that I could poop it back out, like that would be really gross. It'd be totally disgusting to watch, but really interesting at the same time. Which is why I could, like, I could totally see myself going into like the like the hardcore medical field for stuff like that, into like the whole science part of it. But at the same time, I probably wouldn't, because I'd eventually get grossed out by it enough that I probably wouldn't be able to do it anymore. Especially when you get like people with like certain medical conditions where their body can't function properly in certain senses. And especially, like, I'm not trying to see like weird up close views of people's, you know, assholes and genitals and everything else. Like that is not something that I'm trying to be down with seeing. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, we still weren't going fast enough for that. Damn it. Again, I don't know why I decided to do that. I was too bold. Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I cannot allow Big Red up here to get me. Oh boy. Oh no. Ugh. Had a bad feeling about that. I think I'm gonna change the. I think going into the next race, I'm gonna change the sound of my engine in my car. I've kind of had my fill of this particular motor. There's definitely a couple other ones that sound really cool. There's the. Let's see, what are we driving right now? Are we using that 440? I don't know what we're using. We might be using that HP V8. I don't remember which one we're using. But there's quite a few different ones that sound really cool. And then there's a couple of ones that just sound completely just absurd in general. Like a couple of them just sound like a lawnmower. Kind of like some cars from Gran Turismo 2, but that's a different story. Okay, here we go. We gotta make the push right here. This is where we gotta really batten down the hatches and get down to business here. Really need to make up a little bit of room. Alright, Violet, I don't need you getting in the way here. However, I will take that little butt bump right there. That was good news. I do appreciate the little boosty there. Oh god. Okay, here we go. This is where we can make up a little bit of space. It works every time. Even though I'm usually, I mean, for some reason you can gain just a lot of speed here. I mean, you're only going slightly downhill, but you can really make up some lost progress here. And we're gonna need it, because I mean, Red's got a nice little buffer of road on us here, but I'm gonna get him. I am gonna get him. It's either that or I'm not gonna get him. So we are definitely running out of real estate. But these guys like to hit the brakes right here. Oh, there we go. That was a good turn. Use him to my advantage. Yes. Oh god. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it, man. I think he's too far ahead of us. No! 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 I can't have you win! Oh no! Damn it! I couldn't catch him. I thought we were gonna be able to maybe like slide in there and like knock him off pace, but we couldn't quite do it. Damn it! I really hope that wasn't Cecil, but let's be honest, it's always Cecil. Oh my god! How did? Oh, I thought that guy landed that. Nope, and then he got in my way. Was it him? It was him. You bastard! I can never get away from that guy. He will not go down without a fight. He really won't. I like it though. I love the competition. It makes it so much more fun. There have been many times where I've played this and I've absolutely just obliterated everybody, and you start to get really lazy going into the back half of it because you know that really no matter what you do, you're gonna end up winning the whole thing. But I like this little 1-2 rivalry we got going on here between me and Cecil. It's good fun. All right, so we have run out of time for this episode, my friends, but when we come back next time on Let's Play some more Rush to Extreme Racing USA, we are God damn it. We are going back to Alcatraz for what, the 4th time now? I think this is actually going to be the last time we go here. And, man, they really don't want me to get those other 2 tracks in. They absolutely don't. So, well, I mean, we'll get there when we get there, but It's definitely not going to be. Well, who knows? It may be the one right after Alcatraz. They really like to mess with my mind. So, with that said, my friends, this is AMF saying thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Take it easy. Bye.